Hello, I'm Larry Leinhauser.
And I'm Karen Mooney.
And welcome to the 13th Annual Sarasota Film Festival.
We're here in front of the Sarasota Opera House on the red carpet. And Larry, what have you noticed tonight?
A lot of people, a lot of interesting people, and there's a very good movie debuting tonight about the New York Times and behind-the-scenes look at what they do.
And we've gotten a lot of interviews with the filmmakers and the people behind the films, in front of the films, and it's going to be really exciting, so stay with us. I'm here with Tom Hall and Holly Herrick. Tom, tell us about the film tonight and why it's so important that you guys opened the Sarasota Film Festival with it.
This is a really important film because it's about media and the changes in the media culture that's happening in this country, told through the lens of the New York Times, and it's an important institution. We think the movie is an important film. It's going to be something that people are going to see rolling out this summer. It'll get a lot of attention, I think, a lot of press after this festival. And the filmmakers here, we have the writers from the New York Times here with us tonight to discuss the issues raised in the film, and we think it's an important subject that needs to be addressed.
Can you talk about some of the issues that were raised in the film?
Sure. So there's, it's really about the transformation of media. The New York Times is an old newspaper. It's been around forever, and with the rise of like WikiLeaks and the iPad and some of the changes that are happening technologically on the internet, how does a business like the New York Times survive in that climate? How can they maintain the integrity of their business while changing at the same time? And the guys who are in the film are the media reporters, so they're actually covering themselves in a way. They're covering their own institution as it sort of navigates the new landscape. And we think it's we have the Herald Tribune here in town with SNN and METV, all these changes that are going on in media here in town as well. I just think it was a resonant story that's very, very timely for this community.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy. Here with Senator Nancy Geter. Nancy, please tell us about why you are such a big supporter of the arts.
Well, everyone loves the arts, but I also consider it economic development. And what's a better way to bring money to the community than doing something fun like filmmaking? And look at all the excitement, and we're no longer a retirement community, we're just a fun community. And the beauty of Sarasota and the beauty of filmmaking and all the stars, I think it all goes together great.
Why do you think it goes together so well?
I just think we are such a beautiful backdrop for filmmaking, and really it brings a lot of money to the state.
And how long have you been a supporter of the arts?
I started in the House in 1998. Another representative and I were the first ones to push putting money into filmmaking in Florida as an economic development, as an industry. And it's worked great. We have lots of TV shows that are made in Florida. Burn Notice is a #1 show that's made in Miami, and bring high-wage jobs, and they're fun to watch, and it's a perfect fit.
And tell us a little bit about what brings you here tonight.
I flew in just for opening night, and I have to go back on Sunday. I wish I could be here for all the great festivities. I hope to meet Gina Davis, but I probably won't get to.
Aww.
But just to show my support.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your support.
Oh, my pleasure.
Enjoy the show.
Happy to do it, and I will enjoy the show. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I'm here at the Sarasota Film Festival with President of the Film Festival, Mark Flamiglio. Mark, tell us about this film tonight and opening night. Just talk a little bit about everything.
Wonderful film. It's called Page One, and the stars here just walked by the film, and they're great. They're actually reporters with the New York Times. These guys are pretty significant players. Actually, all kidding aside, they're a couple of characters, but they're actual, I would say they're bona fide geniuses. The one guy's been working there for just a couple of years. He's 25 years old. And he's a fabulous, fabulous reporter. These guys are on social media and the new media desk, and Carr covers the new media desk, and he is a controversial character, but he's brilliant. He writes incredibly well, and he breaks news stories virtually every week that rock the world. This guy's a major influencer, and he's here with us tonight, so we're really fortunate.
That's exciting. Can you please just go on a little bit about why he's such a character?
Well, he's a character because he has a very interesting background. He, without going into too much detail, because we'll let him do it, he's actually written a book. He's a New York Times bestseller as well. He doesn't like to talk about that, but he breaks news. I mean, not a week goes by that he doesn't break news. I think this week it's Gannett Publishing and the guy getting his $9 million bonus while they just laid off 2,000 people.
Ooh.
I mean, he goes after media.
Yeah.
And so he is a very controversial character, and he's one of the really the royalty at the New York Times, and we're very happy to have him here.
What are you looking forward to seeing throughout the festival?
Oh my gosh, there's so many great events. The movies, it's all about the movies, and culminating in my mind midweek, we've got Thursday evening right back here at the Opera House, Through the Tunnel, which is a great, sensitive, and wonderfully poignant portrayal of desegregation in Manatee County and a football team at Lincoln High. And oh my gosh, it's an incredible tale that was locally written and produced, and we're going to be presenting it here Thursday night. So we're really excited about that. And if I had to pick one thing, it'd probably be that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Karen Mooney here at the Sarasota Film Festival with director for Beautiful Noise, Steve Tatone. Mr. Tatone, please just tell us a little bit about why you're here tonight.
Well, Beautiful Noise has been a great adventure for us. It's a musical drama, feature-length film that we filmed right here in Sarasota this past summer, and we're just delighted with the reception that the community and the film festival has given us. We're delighted that it looks like all 6 of our screenings are sold out, and we're just happy to be a part of this wonderful event.
Well, you have to be excited about all 6 screenings being sold out.
Well, yeah, we're still pinching ourselves on that one. We were fortunate, we felt, just to get into the film festival. Competition is very fierce for these types of things, and the way the calendar worked, this is our very first film festival. It's great that we're doing it here in our hometown, and we couldn't be more delighted.
So why the Sarasota Film Festival? You said it's your hometown, but is that why?
Well, I mean, as I said, to be quite honest, we've submitted the film. We think enough of it, and a lot of people think enough of it, that we've submitted to over 50 festivals around the world, and the way the calendar worked, this was the very first one we could have gotten in, and we were just delighted to be accepted, and now to have 6 of the screenings completely sold out. It's just a wonderful feeling.
What do you want the viewers to take away?
I want them to take away the fact that Sarasota is just an incredible place for independent feature filmmakers like myself, as well as Hollywood studios, to come and film feature-length films. Sarasota is just chock full of talent, both in front of and behind the camera, and when people see Beautiful Noise, they'll understand that that's a truer statement than they probably ever thought.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm here with Jay and Danielle White from Beautiful Noise. You guys just tell us a little bit about the film and what inspired you in it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, it's really a wonderful musical drama. It's about a gentleman who was a singer pop star in the late 60s, early 70s. He got into a motorcycle accident which ended his musical career. But then a young lady comes along and she's looking to record some songs of her own. So she goes to find this Noah Kaminsky and finds him, and the story ensues from there.
So is that you?
Yes,
that's me.
Tell us your favorite part of the role.
I would say my favorite part of the role is just playing the character Des. My character is a lot of fun. She kind of has this mystery about her, this sort of throughout the entire film. So that's kind of a fun role for me to play.
What do you guys want people and viewers to take away from the film?
I don't know. I guess I would say that this.
It's a story of hope, really, if nothing else, I think, yeah. And a perseverance, don't give up on your dream. And that's what her character does in the movie.
It gives me chills because I agree completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. We're not related, although
we have the same last name, but we're not related.
Ironic, so I'm sorry I introduced you the same.
That's okay. Yeah, no, we're not related, and I'm from Las Vegas. Daniel is right from the Sarasota area. What's the name of the town?
I'm originally from Bradenton, but I live in Santa Monica, California now. So, but yeah.
Yep.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Here with Allison Kohler. She is the education director for the Sarasota Film Festival. Tell us a little bit about your title and why you're here tonight.
Sure, so I run all of the outreach and education programs for the festival. We have 12 filmmaking, film review, and screening programs for kids from elementary school through college. And this weekend we're kicking off our Youth Fest. So tomorrow we have a pancake breakfast in the morning, Short Stacks Family Film Day. And on Sunday night we have our Hollywood Night Student Cinema Showcase at the Van Wezel, which features 13 films from students in the area, an award ceremony, and a sneak peek of the Best Family Film winning film.
And what is that?
I can't say.
I tried.
I know, you almost got me.
And tell us a little bit about why you're here tonight.
Sure. So Page One is an incredible movie. I got to meet the two New York Times guys last night. They were really, really, really excited about it. And we're really excited to start with a documentary this year, which is something that doesn't traditionally happen. But the film's so good, our audience is going to love it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? Or?
I would like to tell everybody to come out on Sunday to our Hollywood Nights showcase. We moved to the Van Wezel this year from being outside, and it's really, really going to be a stellar, stellar performance.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Enjoy
you
the
too.
show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Karen Mooney here at the Sarasota Film Festival with the two stars of tonight's grand opening. You guys, David Carr, Brian Stelter. So tell us a little bit about the film and what inspired you guys to make it.
Andrew Rossi came to the New York Times for 14 months and watched us do our job, and we think of ourselves as kind of drones in a cube, but when you watch this movie, we turn into action figures. We're like unbelievable. The movie is really exciting. If you know, instead of car crashes, you've got eating pizza. In terms of like a super secret spy ring, you've got us trying to meet a deadline. I joke, but you know what? The movie's a lot of fun to watch.
And tell us about what your role is in the movie.
You know, he showed up one day with a camera and started shooting, and I basically did what I always do. I cover TV and I cover the web, and so he captures me, you know, showing how media is changing. Media is going through this transformational period of time, and he was there to watch it sort of unfold over the course of a year where we had layoffs in the building, a year where we sort of wondered if the Times could make the leap all the way to the web. And I don't want to ruin the ending, but hey, we made it. You know, we're still around. The Times is still healthy, and I think it's great that he's shown that transformation in the film.
Do you think that paper is going to be gone soon? Or?
You know, I'm 25 and I read the paper, and I'm supposed to be the demographic that doesn't read print anymore. So I'm thinking if I can keep my friends reading the paper, people my age, we've got a chance.
And what do you guys want people to take away from this movie?
Well, of course, all thinking people should subscribe to the New York Times, absolutely, and visit us on the web early enough. And in general, all kidding aside, I think it demonstrates that journalism, it's not rocket science. It's not splitting the atom, but you have to have somebody willing to put in the resources, put in the time, make the phone calls. You can't just sit in your mom's basement and write about your cat and expect to come up with news that's important. Somebody has to get out there and do the job, even if it's a couple of schlubs like us.
Tell us about during the movie. It's pavement pounding, reporting. You guys just.
Well, my favorite scene is when David's on the phone with Tribune Company. Tribune owns a bunch of big newspapers. They were bankrupt. Their bosses had gotten into it, had really ruined the place, had knocked the place down. And you hear David on the phone with the PR people there, basically pushing them to talk to him, share information, share documents, share responses. And the way you hear him, push and pull and to pull information out of them, I think it's fascinating because you don't normally see reporters at work doing their job, trying to get facts. And that's what you see in the film. Even when we're at our desks working the phones, you see us sort of pulling information out of people in a way that I haven't seen in a film before.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add to this?
My most exciting part is watching Brian Stelter shrink throughout the movie. He was incredibly fat when the movie started. I couldn't even stand this close to him. I mean, giant kid. And he lost 90 pounds over the course of the film. So even though he didn't look like a movie star when he started, look at him now.
The film was a good reason to lose the weight. And the red carpet's a good reason to keep it off.
Of course, and Sarasota beaches.
Exactly, that's the other good reason.
You guys have a good time.
That's right.
Yes, we did, although
Got a
the
bit of
tops
sun.
of my feet are so sunburned, I can hardly stand up.
60 sunscreen tomorrow, right?
Thank you
We'll still
very
be out there
much.
tomorrow. That's
I'm
right.
with you.
That's right.
You guys enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
here with director of Page One, Andrew Rossi. Andrew, tell us what inspired you to write this.
You know, my first sort of inspiration to do this film was David Carr, who's the media columnist at the New York Times. He's such an interesting character. He's somebody who's gone through adversity in his life and sort of come out on the other side, and he's just so sort of sharp and brilliant about media. And it was at a moment that was really crucial for print media, going through the recession and sort of trying to find its way out of great economic crisis. And David, who covers that beat, was the great sort of vehicle to tell that story. So he was the inspiration.
He was the inspiration.
He was, yes. I had always actually thought, as a documentary filmmaker, that he would be a great character to follow. And so, when the sort of tides turned as they did for newspapers, it seemed like everyone really sort of had a hunger for a story about what's going on with journalism. And David just, again, really was the perfect vehicle to tell that story.
How long have you known David?
I guess I've known him for about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay. And tell us what you want viewers to take away from the film.
I hope that viewers come away from this film really learning a little bit about what goes into their news and having a different sense of, values for it, and maybe thinking that some of the news they get online, some of it's valid, some of it is not as valid, and some of it also needs to be paid for.
What was your favorite part of this film?
My favorite part was just going to the newsroom of the New York Times every day and following those characters. I think that they do an incredible job, and I was really sort of riveted to just be in the newsroom.
Well, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
You guys are the director and producer of Crush. Tell us a little bit about your film.
She handles this, so you're going to have to put the mic in her.
Oh my gosh, not at all. Crush is the story of a young lady who comes to work battered and bruised, and her coworkers are really trying to find out what's going on with her life. They're really concerned about her, and it really takes you down a twist, tail turns of just what is going on with her, and we don't reveal it to the very end. It's a nice little twist at the end. So if you want to hear the story, you have to come on out, check it out at Friday the 15th at noon and Sunday at 7 p.m. and the title is Crushed.
So what brings you here tonight, opening night?
We're just excited to be in the midst of everything. We're local filmmakers. We live here. We love Sarasota, and to be able to have an experience like this right here at home as opposed to going out to Hollywood to experience this is just absolutely wonderful. We would not miss it for the world.
Feel the same?
Yes, I'm soaking up everything. We're going to go to all the parties. We're going to network. We're going to just do it all. We're going to milk it for all it's worth. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to add about your movie, or
just get prepared for a ride, because it played at other festivals and people were like, I did not see that coming. So,
and don't forget to get your tickets early because it did sell out. So
what was your favorite part about the movie?
The ending, mine.
Yeah, I like actually watching people watch the movie because you can almost kind of imagine what's going on in their head at the time of the movie. So that's the greatest part about it for me.
I'm the total opposite. I'd rather sit out in the lobby and wait till it's over, because I can't. Yes, I can't sit in there, because if nothing goes over well, I'm like, man, I suck as a filmmaker.
So what are you wearing tonight?
Oh, I got Hugo Boss. Yeah. I specifically pulled this out, and this is
so you can remember
the all-black Nikki Lynch line.
Love it. Sure. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Well, that about wraps up the 13th Annual Sarasota Film Festival opening night. I'm Karen Mooney here on the red carpet in front of the Sarasota Opera House.
And I'm Larry Leinhauser, and thank you very much for joining us. Tonight was a sold-out show as a premiere for the New York Times story. Great movie, full turnout, very good movie.
Hey, Larry, what was your favorite part about tonight?
The people, the mixture of the crowd, the energy, very fired up, enjoyed it, it looked good. I'm looking forward to the rest of the festival. How about you?
I really enjoyed interviewing those filmmakers and the people that were in front of the camera. They really seem to be really excited about this show tonight.
There's a lot more to come. Stay tuned. We got the whole festival to go.